Hey, everybody. We've got some fun stuff going on here behind the scenes. We've got our foster dog is here. It took us a while to get him because we are fostering a Galago. He came here from Spain. In Spain, they are used as hunting dogs. And so it's been pretty interesting. This is our first time fostering a Galago. So, but it's similar to the Greyhounds in the fact that when you get these dogs, they don't know how to be pets. Because we've had 3 Greyhounds, and you have to teach them to, like, go upstairs. They're terrified to get in the car. They sometimes walk into glass doors because they've never been inside. They just don't know. And so with the Galago, we're having a lot of the same types of things. We still haven't taught him how to use the stairs. I've been carrying him up and down the stairs. And they just kind of don't know how to be in the house. And so I do feel bad for him. He's a little bit stressed out just because when we're all home, it's noisy.
He's freaking out with all the kids around, and
yes, with both the boys home. Well, and they don't always take to men right away because they're used as hunting dogs, and then they're just discarded. It's kind of a horrible situation. If you want to be really sad, you can Google it. And so we're working on it though. We're getting through it. He's taken to me just fine, and he follows our Greyhound around. So I think it's been helpful actually to have another dog in the house. So
don't get hooked on that.
I know. This is just a foster dog is what I keep making sure that I know he's a foster. He's not going, he is not a keeping dog.
That's how it starts.
I know. So, but it's been going really great. So, hopefully we can get him to where he's in a good place. And so he will be adoptable. We have cats. And he's been doing fine with our cats, and that actually makes him more adoptable. Because, a lot of people who have dogs have cats. So it's been going good. It is definitely something I would do again if we don't end up keeping this one, which we're not, is a foster dog. It's a foster dog.
Shaking my head, no.
It's a foster dog. Anyway, so personal note, we're fostering our dog. Professional note, we have got our accelerator program coming up in Q1 of 2023. This is something that we've never offered before. We've had our academy for a while now, and that's where we keep all of our trainings, all of our, that's where we do our coaching out of. That's where we keep all of our spreadsheets, everything that we provide for landscapers, that's all in there. But for the first time, we're offering an accelerated program. It's going to be 3 months, January, February, March, and we're taking the top 20%. I don't know if you all know the 80-20 rule, but the top 20% is going to get you, 80% of your results. So we're taking the top 20% of things you need to know to take action to get yourself set up for 2023. And we're going to run through that in 3 weeks in a small group.
3 months.
Oh, yeah. 3 months. I'm sorry. I said 3 weeks. My apologies. January, February, March. And it is going to be a small group capped at 10 to 15 people gauging interest. Because we want to be able to answer all of your questions and get everybody taken care of. Yep. Because this is going deep. It's got numbers. It's got systems.
Yep. If you want your stuff set up for 2023, when the spring comes rolling around.
You want your pricing on point.
Yep. You have employees all set up, ready to go. Yep. And this will be the program for you.
Yep. So check that out, $1,000landscaper.com/accelerator.
The notes will be in the show notes.
The notes will be in the show notes. The links.
The links will be in the show notes.
It's all going to be there, but it's going to be great. I'm, like Scott said, I'm excited about it as well.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Because we realize that not everybody has time to work on their business throughout the year. If you're not at a point where you can take time all the time, use the off season, depending where you are, how much off season you have. Yep. But take this for what most people is a little more of an off season to get yourself set up for 2023.
Absolutely.
So
it's going to be a fun time. So definitely check it out.
Yep. All right. We'll have a quick word from our sponsors, and then we will get right back with some of the keys to getting unstuck.
This podcast is brought to you by Busy Busy. Busy Busy is so simple to use, and it's the most reliable GPS time tracking app on the market. And the best part is, it was built for landscapers. Busy Busy's founder created Busy Busy because he owns multiple construction companies and needed to understand better which projects were making him money and which projects were killing him. Payroll is the highest variable cost in the project, so you better be tracking it. Busy Busy does this better than anyone else. So download Busy Busy today, and don't forget to mention the $1 Million Landscaper podcast to get 3 free months.
We want to take a quick second to tell you about our friends over at Cycle CPA. I can't even express to you how important it is to have a good accountant on your side. You know you want accurate bookkeeping and financial statements every month. Instead, you're often left with limited time to focus on the accounting side of your business and no reports to show for it. At Cycle CPA, the landscaping accountants, they not only handle the bookkeeping, but also provide landscape industry benchmarking, job costing, financials by service line, advisory meetings, and much more. Cycle CPA has a team of landscaping accountants available to provide anything from bookkeeping to CFO services. Visit cyclecpa.com, and for $100 off, mention the $1 Million Landscaper podcast. All right. See, things are going great. We have our both of our dogs are currently in here. So if you're watching this on YouTube and the camera shakes, it's because the dogs walk into the camera. So anyway, does this sound familiar to you? You're like, I know what I want. I know what I need to be doing. But then I start second guessing myself. I start doubting myself. Like, can I actually do this? And then you start getting scared that you're going to fail and end up completely regretting what you're doing. And so then you just end up taking no actions at all. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hate that. I hate that just feeling of being just stuck. So the first step to getting unstuck, in my opinion, is really listening to yourself and listening to what you are telling yourself in your brain. That there is a technical term for this. It's called thought awareness, and this is something that I've really spent the past year getting better with. I call it this, though, just like the internal chatter. Some people, have different names that involve swears for it. But, we all most people, we have that inner monologue. And sometimes it's helpful, and sometimes it is not.
Well, a lot of people, they know what they need to do, like with changing their business or their personal lives, whatever it is, they know what they need to do. Mm-hmm. It's just getting that action part to actually do it and make it happen. Or they're just not sure if that's the right path or what they need to do.
Right. And you can get stuck in that because if you have this internal chatter going on, a lot of times it's telling you things that are not true. Yeah. And that's something that I've really had to learn is that thoughts are just thoughts. Thoughts are not facts. So if you're stressed out and because you're worried that you're just going to make a wrong decision or you're making a bad choice, or if you're asking yourself, oh my gosh, okay, what if I take whatever action? Am I going to regret it? Am I going to regret, stretching and growing and taking yourself outside of your comfort zone? Because that can be kind of scary. So I invite you to think of it this way. Like, what's worse, taking action that's not perfect or taking no action at all? Because if you don't take any action at all, then you're going to have that internal chatter of like, oh my gosh, okay, what if I would have done that? What I didn't do. So it's just real easy to get into these little thought traps of you're just all this internal chatter that is not helping you in any way, shape, or form.
You just get stuck.
Yes. And so in my experience, it's just better to, like, as we say, just do it dirty. Mm-hmm. Please just get started. Stop worrying about everything being air quotes right or, perfect. Because you probably have the skills that you need to reach your goal. And if you don't have these skills, you can probably get them. Mm-hmm. And so when you are sitting and taking some time to tap into your little internal chatter, think to yourself, if I don't have these skills, how can I get them? Where are there trainings out there that I need to sign up for? Is there something that I need to do? Do I need to talk to someone that has been there and done that?
There's something out there for every single issue, concern, anything you have. There's something somewhere.
There really is. And so what I really would like for you all to do is to just take some time. I know it might be hard to find some quiet time, especially if you've got kids and dogs everywhere like we do. But really sit and think to yourself, like, what are you saying to yourself right now? What is that internal chatter that you've got going on? And then once you think about that, then my next question for you, is this internal chatter, is it moving you forward or is it keeping you stuck? Because if it is keeping you stuck, then you're going to have to get some new thoughts. You're going to have to do something else to get out, or you're just going to stay in this stuck. And that's where we come in. Because coaching is the process of moving you from where you are now to where you want to be. and helping you navigate all those changes along the way. So if you've ever thought about coaching, we have got a couple different things available for you right now. We've got our academy where we have large group coaching. So like if you're somebody who's like balling on a budget, or you're just a pretty good self-starter and you don't need a lot of guidance, but you just need like a little bit of help, that would be a great option. Yeah. If you're somebody who is ready to like go deep and is really ready to take action, we've got our Academy Plus one-on-one coaching. That's going to get you a lot of personalized help. And honestly, the people that we work with one-on-one, they're the ones that are getting things done quicker because it's got the accountability, it's got the personalized help.
Yeah, the people that we have that are doing the one-on-one, they're like, it's unbelievable the progress they're making in their business and personal lives. Just by, just speaking with us and just throwing ideas around and talking to the other people in the academy and everything. So
because this falls into, there are things that they knew they needed to know that they didn't know. And so they're getting the help.
Yep.
They're talking to somebody who's been there, done it, and has some answers.
We do this all the time in our personal lives. We take different coaching. We've belonged to different programs to help improve ourselves and get us to where we want to be.
Well, that's why I wanted to do this podcast today about getting unstuck, because I've really taken the past year to work on that internal chatter. I have a lot of internal chatter. I think I have more than Scott does.
Right.
But it's taken me a year to learn that thoughts are just thoughts. Thoughts are not facts. And so I do sometimes have to sit and think like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? Is what is going on in my brain, is this actually true? Is it? Or if it's not true, what can I do about it? Or if it is true, what can I do about it? So don't be ashamed if you have felt stuck and you haven't been able to move forward, because I'm 45 years old and it's really something that's taken me this long to kind of work through. It has.
Well, this is something that typically we're not taught in school, whether even secondary education or anything like that. It's not something that's discussed. It's not anything that's really gone over. Maybe you're a psychology major or sociology major.
But it was never a part of my life.
Correct. And, I've taken some psychology classes, sociology classes, and I don't ever recall going over any of this type of stuff. So
right. So that's why, since I have dedicated the time to like I said, working on myself with this, that's why I just wanted to share it with you all. So,
and don't be afraid, and don't think of it as a bad thing if that you have to seek out help and get coaching, no matter what the issue is. There's a reason that it's there. It's to help you grow and become better, no matter what kind of coaching or anything you need to work on.
I don't know anybody that gets anywhere in life on their own.
No, and if you look at any huge industry professional out there, they have coaching. Like NBA stars have special coaches that help them to work on different skills, and business coaches have other business coaches working for them.
Yes, we've worked with coaches, so you have
to. Yeah. We're actually looking at, I want to become better in videos, so I'm looking at different coaching programs to become better at videos and how to make them better, and so I'm always continuing to look to better myself. And this is something as a leader in your business and a business owner, you need to be looking to become better. And that's going to help you improve your business and get you out of the field and get you in business where you want to go, so you don't have to be there all the time. That's most of the time we start this business because we want to better ourselves, better our lives, and better our family lives. But if you keep doing the same things over and over and over, isn't that the definition of insanity? You just and not make any improvements, not make any changes. Yeah, those changes can be scary, and yes, it does sometimes cost money to do that, but you're never going to get anywhere just watching YouTube or
spinning your circles. Spinning yourself in circles on your own, spinning the gears.
Well, and the thing is, for years because there wasn't like this type of stuff when we were doing our stuff 20 years ago, as far as the coaching programs, there was some coaching, which we did some stuff, but there wasn't, the YouTube as it is now, there wasn't that out there, and you had to like read books and you had to go to different classes, but those classes only happen certain times a year. Or the books and stuff we read, we just try it and then see if it worked. We didn't always know it'd work. We didn't have nobody to get feedback from.
This online virtual, I don't know if this virtual is the right word. The online world didn't exist yet. We're old. We've talked about this before. We have somewhere we still have the DVDs that we like sent for in the mail. Or no, do we have VHS tapes?
VHS tapes, yes. Yes.
I know we
From
have
Charles Vanderkoy.
Yes, we have DVDs as well, but the VHS tapes are the ones I think that we've shown actual pictures of before. So, yeah, now that we're the oldie moldies, we're like, well, back in our day.
And it's not to make us sound dated or anything like that, but there's so many more things out there now. That's my whole point. There's so many different things out there to get coaching from.
There is.
Do your homework on it as far as who you go with or whatever, but
take advantage of it because, like I said, I really want you to think to yourself, what are you telling yourself right now? Is it true? Mm-hmm. And is it keeping you stuck or is it propelling you forward? Because if it's not propelling you forward, then coaching is probably that, missing component that is going to get you from where you are to where you want to be. Mm-hmm. Like Scott said, though, do research. Mm-hmm. Make sure you get somebody who is a good fit because it's an investment. It is an investment. It's an investment in your business and in your future.
We in our business, we spent, I don't remember the exact number, but it was like $20,000 in a consultant. This is 20 years ago, probably.
It was a long time. Yeah, maybe not quite
15,
20.
20?
Close to 20 though. Yeah.
15, 20 years ago.
Yeah.
We spent, it was a good chunk of change to do that. I mean, it's still $20,000 no matter.
That's a lot even now. It was a lot then, it's a lot now. So, but our point is the help is out there. Mm-hmm. So if what you're telling yourself isn't helping, get some help, get some coaching. We've got coaching available, group coaching through $1 Million Academy. We've got one-on-one coaching available. And then we've got our accelerator coming up. For those of you who want a defined, I want to start in January, I want to be done by March, I want to take this amount of time to just hammer it and get it done.
Yep.
We're going to give you the top 20% of actions that you need to take to get 80% of the results in your business. We're gonna get those there for you.
Yep. And this
in those 3 months.
And we're taking this information from, I don't know how many people we've had go through this academy. We're taking that information, what they needed and
we constantly refine what we have in the academy and how we present our information based on the coaching that we have been doing.
Yeah, so we take that big information that they need, so like knowing your numbers and knowing how to put together an estimate, hiring stuff, retaining employees, sales process. We've taken that stuff that we see people really needed and using, and we're going to give that to you. So
sure, because there's like 100 million bajillion things that we could talk about.
Yep.
And there's going to be next steps that you could take after this, but we're like I said, we're giving you the top. This is for the action takers. This is for give me what I need to know now to get 2023 set up to kick ass, and that's what we're going to give you. Yep. So, all right, got some questions for me?
You got your phone? You took your phone?
Oh, I didn't know you needed my phone.
Oh, that's all right. I'll pull some other ones here.
Oh, here, no, it's right here. I didn't know that. I didn't know.
Taking your stuff.
How was I supposed to know?
All right. Well, we've been using these questions from Pod Deck questions, and the cards just get repetitive over time. So we have the app now, so that's why I have it on there.
I didn't know.
All right. What is one thing you'd be really disappointed if you never get to experience?
Traveling around the United States in an RV, / travel trailer, whatever. Just traveling around the United States and Canada and parts of Mexico, if we have time.
Okay. All right. If you could be a personal assistant to anyone, who would it be?
I probably should be a personal assistant to no one. I would be terrible at it. But if I had to pick a person, I don't know. I'd probably just pick somebody that I want to learn a lot from. So that's like a lot of people.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, James Wedmore, Rick Mulready, those are like business people that I follow that I like a whole lot. So I guess I would pick one of them. Pick somebody who I could just try and absorb their genius from as I'm assistanting. But I would be terrible at it, so I'm never going to do that.
Okay. All right, last one. When was the last time you felt lit up?
Lit up?
Yeah, when were you excited?
Like as in happy,
yes.
Lit up? Because I have been lit up by Yellow Jackets many times, but that is a completely different lit up.
What has made you excited? What was the last thing that really got you pumped?
You and me sitting down and planning for 2023.
Nerd.
That is like the nerdiest answer, but it makes me very happy to do that because I like to have a plan. Because you gotta then you can work the plan.
Yep.
And so I don't like just doing things all willy-nilly. So I was very excited to get that done because we just did that recently. Yep. So that's like on a work note. On a personal note, I was very excited when I went and picked up Tiberius is the name of the dog. We're not monitoring.
Yeah, the one that's in my lap right now.
Yes, the dog we are fostering right now who, yes, has his head in your lap right now. I was excited to go pick him up and see all of the dogs that came over from Spain because 8 came over in this last group. And so as they were unloading them all from Spain, it was very exciting.
Katie gets excited whenever she sees any dog outside.
I do get excited when I see most dogs. I'm the random stranger on the street that's like, oh my gosh, is your dog friendly? Can I pet it?
She won't go talk to people, but she'll go talk to
if they have a dog. The only time that I couldn't control myself was people had a corgi puppy, like a puppy. I'd never seen a corgi as a puppy. And I was petting that dog before I caught myself that I didn't ask. Because I tend to be very polite because some dogs do not want to be pet. I completely understand this. But I was in that corgi's face before I even knew what I was doing. Luckily, the owners and the dog took it very well.
That's good.
So.
All right.
All right. Check out the $1 Million Academy. We've got multiple ways you can get coaching from us if you need it. And then we've got that accelerator that is going to have a cap of the number of people that we're going to let in. So if you're interested in that, I would get signed up before it sells out.
Yep.
And we will get you all set for 2023.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us today and have a great day.